Hello and welcome back to Eat Like a Viking. My name is Craig, aka the Saxon Forager. Apologies for the sounds of my voice. I've been a bit poorly this week, but despite that, I've been out in the rain this morning hunting the local woodlands for some wild garlic, and that's because I'm going to be showing you how to make a recipe from volume 1 of Eat Like a Viking. I'm going to be making the wild garlic and nettle soup. So, let's get to it. So as always, be sure you know what you're picking. Don't strip an area bare as you'll have nothing to come back to, and don't uproot anything unless you've got the landowner's permission. So what you need to do is heat some butter in a pan. And now my eye is burning because I just rubbed onion in it. And while that's melting, you're gonna peel and roughly chop one onion. Add that to your pan with the melted butter and cook for a few minutes until softening. And we're going to finally chop a couple of sticks of celery. And we'll add those to the pan as well. And next up, I've got a large carrot. If your carrots are a bit smaller, obviously you use a couple. And before anyone says orange carrots, I know, not very Viking, but it's all I could get hold of today. So apologies for that one. So I think you can see where this is going. We're going to roughly chop the carrot and add that to the pan as well. And now for the star of the show, it's wild garlic. And guess what? We're going to roughly chop that as well. And surprise, it's going into the pan. Who'd have thought it? Right, so there aren't many nettles around at the minute, so I've only got about a handful here, but ideally you want 2 handfuls. And if you stick them in a pot of water and simmer them for a few minutes on your fire or hob, that'll stop them stinging when you chop them. So you're going to finally chop these and stick them in the pan with everything else. I love the smell of nettles. Alright, so let's give that a bit of a mix up. And then we're going to cover it with about 4 cups of stock. Off the top of my head, I think that's about a litre. Doesn't matter what kind of stock you use anything you like. If you want to keep it vegan or veggie, then obviously go for a vegetable stock. I quite like to use chicken stock. Now you need to heat this up and bring it to a simmer, and then you're going to cook it for about 20 minutes. And so the last step is to add 3 tablespoons of either full fat milk or cream. If you've been making butter, then I would use buttermilk. If you've been making cheese, I would use whey. You know, you can be quite flexible with it, but one of those is always a good idea. If you're not a fan of chunky soups and you're not doing it for Viking reenactment, then at this stage you could get out a stick blender and blend the whole thing up. And that is it. Grab a spoon. There you go. That's how you make my wild garlic and nettle soup. Give it a go. Let me know what you think. Remember, like and subscribe and all that nonsense. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Wow.